Hello and welcome to The Frame, an initiative of Access Framingham. We begin this week with the City Council's approval of Mayor Charlie Sisitsky's proposal to reorganize the municipal government, as the legislative body voted 6-5 on Tuesday, August 18th, to pave the way for multiple civic departments to merge together. Through the plan, library and senior services are set to come together under one department, while Parks and Recreation operations will be paired with facilities management and capital projects. The directorial roles for elder services, as well as Parks and Rec, have officially been eliminated, as Sisitsky believes that the reorg will find efficiencies within the local government and save Framingham money. Chief Financial Officer for the city, Brian Turbett, expects the two eliminated director positions to save the city around $200,000 following additional raises and salary adjustments. The proposal has prompted various opinions among Framingham residents and officials alike, especially regarding the senior services element. Community members have debated the merits of the money-saving efforts as well as the state of advocacy for senior citizens moving forward. During Tuesday's meeting, District 4 City Council member Michael Cannon expressed confidence in the current municipal employees in place to be able to carry out essential services, including for seniors. John Stefanini of District 8, though, said he felt that metrics to track the plan's success were lacking, adding his belief that the presented plan was, quote-unquote, not fully formulated.
If there was something that I think any of us thought would be other than beneficial for our community of older adults, we'd be probably picketing outside.
We have very dedicated men and women in each of these departments, and they're going to continue to make us all proud. The question is, what are we going to do strategically? What are we going to do to provide a vision and a direction and understand what's going on someplace else?
Eventually, the 6-5 vote was enough to pass the reorganization plan. Cannon was joined by Councilors King, Liam Bruno, Long, Alexander, and Ottaviani in approving of the proposal, while Stefanini voted against it alongside Councilors Ward, Feeney, Malik, and Bryant. Framingham leaders are considering ways to reel in license plate reader cameras in the future, whether it's through limitations or an outright ban of the devices. The city's contract with automatic license plate reader company Flock Safety expired at the end of June. Flock says its aim is to assist with law enforcement investigations by using its AI-powered cameras to capture license plate data and allow that information to be pinged across its system to identify vehicles in question. However, people within Framingham and across the country have expressed a number of concerns in recent months. They've included questions over how and where Flock's data is distributed to public and private parties, risks of that information being hacked, and overall worries over mass surveillance. Councilor John Stefanini said during the council's meeting on Tuesday the 18th that the ACLU had been looped in to assist with drafting bylaws that could be included in the city's Trust in Local Law Enforcement Ordinance in order to dictate how ALPR companies could be required to operate within Framingham. Those possible bylaws included a requirement to have local data deleted after 14 days, having the city itself own that data, and banning the use of facial recognition technology. Some city council members were unsure of the draft ordinance, however. Leora Malik of District 7 said that while she appreciated the work to go in depth about these devices, she's concerned about quote-unquote emerging technologies beyond the cameras. Phil Ottaviani of District 6, meanwhile, agreed that any legislation that could open the door to ALPR companies in the future would be risky.
This is about license plates, but who's to say that, drones soon aren't going to have that technology. So I fear that in some ways this ordinance as being presented to us is short-sighted in that it is very specifically about ALPRs.
We got enough going on that we need to be really careful because there's no privacy anymore. Nobody, and it is the most vulnerable people, the ones that get hurt the most.
Public speakers during Tuesday's meeting called upon local legislators to proceed with enacting a full sweeping ban of ALPRs instead of passing an ordinance that would limit how they could be used in Framingham. Stefanini withdrew the motion to pass the ordinance as the matter is now being referred back to a subcommittee to investigate further. The deadline to register for the fall semester at Massachusetts Bay Community College is Friday, August 28th. Programs across a variety of courses of study are available at MassBay's campuses in Framingham, Wellesley, and Ashland. President of the college, Dr. David Podell, told The Frame that applications are up, quote-unquote, significantly, as he expects final tallies to show a roughly 15% rise in applications to bring the total enrollment up to about 5,600 students, the highest it would be since the wake of the Great Recession. The president attributes this recent growth to the Mass Reconnect and Mass Educate programs, which has made public community college free for thousands of students across the state in recent years.
Which means more people are taking advantage of this free opportunity. It's free for most. And getting a higher education, either leading to a certificate or an associate's degree, or getting ready to transfer to a bachelor's degree. Either way, they're welcome at MassBay.
Dr. Podell advises prospective applicants to get a few things in order beforehand. Applicants need a high school diploma or an equivalent, and they need to fill out a FAFSA form, a document that he added does take some time to process. For more information about the application process, visit www.massbay.edu. Our full conversation with Dr. Podell, as well as more details on all of the top stories we cover on the show each week, can be found at www.theframe.news. Our online home has full written articles, feature pieces we've completed across the community, and a calendar filled with upcoming local events. Be sure to subscribe to our email newsletter as well, so that you're always in the loop with Framingham News in Focus. The Framingham City Council approved a special application from the local Community Preservation Committee this week to allocate over $400,000 for the design of the Chris Walsh Memorial Trail. The proposed trail, which is named after the late state representative, would connect downtown Framingham, the local commuter rail stop, the Farm Pond area, and Cushing Memorial Park. CPC members were looking to have the funding approved outside of their regular cycle in order to secure a federal grant that required a match worth about $410,000 from the local level and to fully complete the trail's design. The total project's cost is expected to be around $3.5 million, though the city is slated to benefit from over $2 million in federal grant funding, alongside dollars from the Boston Region Metropolitan Planning Organization. A mural to commemorate Framingham's 325th anniversary of incorporation was unveiled at the Memorial Building on Thursday, August 13th. City officials and community members were on hand to see the new artwork on the building's second floor during a brief ceremony. While the anniversary was technically last year, the new mural aims to recognize Framingham's collective story through the themes of community, nature, culture, education, industry, and transportation. 4 local artists, Catherine Grutska-Blaze, Patrick St. Pierre, Chuck Matzer, and Molly D., were chosen to create the pieces of art that will serve as a permanent gift to the city from the local 325th Celebration Committee. For more of our local journalism coverage, we encourage you to follow us on social media. Find us on Instagram at @FrameNews_ and simply search for The Frame on Facebook. Subscribe to Access Framingham's channel on YouTube and hit the bell icon there to get a notification whenever we release new content. Follow us on Spotify, too, where we upload full Frame episodes each week for you to watch or listen to. That's all for this week's Framingham News in Focus. For everyone here at The Frame, thanks for joining us. My name is Brendan Fitzpatrick. We'll talk to you next week. Take care.